Here's an example of, again, using a replicator to create a 3D look, but it actually isn't in 3D space at all. In fact, we can see we have a 2D group. We've got a simple background of it's a gradient, but it's a gradient that has just one color. And then we have a text layer that is the source of this replicator. If we play the project, we get kind of a cool extruded look that looks similar to extruded text, but it has some transparency because what's going on, this replicator is set up as a line, just like we did with creating a look of extruded text with the replicator, but there's no Z here. So you might wonder what's going on, because these copies, these 500 points, these 500 copies of the text are all in the same location. But if we scroll down, what's going on is that the scale end parameter is being keyframed. So the copies are different sizes. The front copies are very large and the back copies are smaller. And in fact, over time, they get smaller and smaller to create the illusion that they're moving away. So you can see there's keyframe set that the scale end parameter changes over time. So the back copies get smaller and smaller. And then the sequence text behavior kicks in. And if we look at the sequence text behavior that's being applied here, it's zero opacity. So it's starting to fade out the text as it goes back. So each one of those is fading out. And I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's the sequence replicator behavior because it's fading out copies of the sequence replicator until we get back to a single copy at the end, this end text layer, that then goes back in space, or looks to be going back in space because of the grow shrink behavior applied to it. So this is an example of something that you can play with. It's very easy to change the text and use it for your own purposes, that uses a replicator in 2D space to create the illusion of a 3D effect.